Hey, good evening, lady. I wasn't sure if it was off. Yeah, it was one of those where I was checking my bag. Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to... We made it to episode 2, guys. Congratulations.
I'm shocked.
I'm not. 6,000 people watched our debut stroke pilot episode that we broadcast anyway live on Facebook.
Let me just interrupt you there. Right. We're 30 seconds into the show and Scouse already having bites of whispers and eating strawberry.
Man's been working hard all day getting this ready, posting, editing. Now it's time to eat.
Don't blame you. Right, we're going to hit the ground running tonight. We've got Paul Bentley on the way in. We've also got Paddy Clark coming to sing for us. Lead singer of Paddy Clark and the Fancy Rats. Yes, the whiteboard works. Remember it?
Can I just say, we're not really hitting the ground running, are we?
What?
We're hitting the ground hobbling, aren't we?
Well, I wasn't going to say much. 7 days is a long time in Liverpool, as we know, and there's been a lot going on. We've had two, well, one's a political figure and one's a polarising figure visit the city over the weekend. Where was it in Bootle? Sorry, Derby Hall Park, was it?
No, Derby Park.
Derby Park in
Jeremy Corbyn was there Saturday, Derby Park, and Tommy Robinson was in the Bootle as the car park on Sunday.
Following on the back of the poll that we did on House of Scouse and the Brexit Party won. Now, we know Tommy Robinson's running as MEP in the North West, or he's running more than Manchester ways. Can anyone think of a reason why he'd want to come to Liverpool to try and garner support for what's going to be a Manchester-based seat? And do you think he can win?
I thought that myself. I mean, out of the Merseyside area he chose to come to, it was quite intriguing for me to see why he chose Bootle as well, within a day of each other.
I think Corbyn comes up here because I think he's worried that he's going to lose. He's losing some support in Liverpool, especially with what's going on over Brexit. Even Labour, hardcore Labour MPs are asking for Corbyn to clarify his position, and he's not doing that. We all know as well the whole anti-Semitism thing is not going away.
No.
You know, the whole race, the inbuilt racism within the Labour Party is not going away at all. We know there's MPs that have quit. As I said, I didn't know, funny enough, until the other week, I actually didn't know Louise Almond's Jewish, who's my MP here. I didn't know she was. Obviously Luciana Berger in Waverley's now changed to whatever the independent group's now called, Change UK or whatever. I know there was a lot of calls, and I was very public about it. These guys who are MPs were voted in, for the party that, they were selected for. They've now left. And I was calling for by-elections, but now you've got an openly racist element in Tommy Robinson trying to muddy the waters in the Northwest, and like you said, coming to Bootle. From what we can gather, he was delayed, very delayed, and then got in the car and left. And then there was video footage of, I can't remember his name, but I'm not going to give him any airtime really by naming him, calling Liverpool a shithole, and then wondering why a load of the best mothers in the world, Scouse mothers, were telling him where to go, and he actually ended up hiding behind a copper and then trying to shin up a tree. For me personally, I'm proud of the fact that Liverpool told these racists where to go and stick it. So I'm going to open it up to you three. I'm going to sit back and let you three talk. It doesn't matter.
For me, I mean, I'll have an opinion, not something that I can go out there online, because you sort of, I don't think I'm knowledgeable enough to be able to not set myself up and say something not stupid, but something that may not sound right in an open forum. Now, my allegiance were, I'm a natural Labour, family was Labour, I was brought up Labour, but I've never voted in my life, never voted, never appealed to me, the people who have been coming around these areas. I live in a bad area, as we've all discussed previously, but I just can't seem to see a politician out there who I can relate to.
Is that why you've never voted though?
Yeah, I think they should all be held accountable for their false promises when they all come into power. I promise to reduce university fees and help this, fix roads, do that, but they never do. So we all voted them in on that pledge. Yeah, they should be held accountable for the reason why they never delivered, but at least give us a review at the end to say, right, okay, I couldn't do this because we didn't have the money, but it never happens. And I don't know, it's just, for me, they're the biggest crooks in the whole world. Not the young kids in North Face trackies selling whatever they do on the street corners. It's not the people walking around looking for loot in the bags, it's them. They're the biggest crooks because they're pulling us down each day.
See, that's before Jack does. That's the thing I like about it. You've said, you know, that you don't vote, you've never voted, and there's been times where people have said that, and I've gone, well, why don't you vote? And you know, just because. I mean, there you've come out with a very lucid, very, you know, comprehensive reason why not. And you know, that I think that's the type of debate that, and you're the type of person that MPs and councillors should be talking to, because I do vote. As I said, I'm a card-carrying member of the Labour Party, so I don't know if I blindly vote Labour anymore just because out of party allegiance. But when you haven't heard that, I mean, as I said, I think you're the first person who's ever gone, I don't vote, and I've got this and this reason why.
Yeah.
Jack, what about you, mate?
I think you always should vote. I think you should always look within the manifestos that are put out by any party. I'll never tell anybody who to vote for, but I believe you should vote, because if you've got a gripe or you're annoyed with what's going on in the system and you feel like it needs to be changed and somebody's saying that they will make that change, obviously, yeah, you're right, they need to be held accountable. If they say they're going to put X amount of money into the communities and they're going to give nurses better wages, they're going to hire more police, things like that, and they don't do it, then they need to be held accountable. But you can't then turn around and go, well, I'm annoyed that X, Y and Z is not happening if you've not put your say into the matter, if you've not tried to vote a certain way, if you've voted Labour because your aunt said he's a Labour voter, he is maybe blind allegiance, now I'm a Labour voter. It's just common practice in Liverpool especially. But if you I'm not having obviously not having a no, it's a conversation, but
yeah, it's a grown man conversation.
But you want to make a change. I sound like Michael Jackson now, that's a bad thing to do, isn't it? It's not moonwalking onto this one. No, if you're gonna say, oh, these aren't doing X, Y and Z, then go out and vote for somebody who says they're gonna do, or is gonna have the conviction to do X, Y and Z.
Well, I mean, I don't know whether you can call it politics, but we like to pick up our own ways around our areas, so we identify problems. So House of Scouse, if politicians done their job, then there'd be no us all sat around the table talking today. The catalyst for House of Scouse was that our community, especially the vulnerable, the elderly and the disabled, were being squeezed till they had nothing left, and now they're running on shoestring budgets. You had specialist unit that looked after kids with autism that was closing, and they were having to be forced into mainstream school, which was not helping them. That all become because the government wanted to come up north and squeeze as much as they can off us. So what we had to do at House of Scouse is we went and then created a not-for-profit charity organisation which we hosted music shows, boxing shows. And the reason why we're talking to you here today all spawned because of my nephew Anthony who had autism.
Yeah, that's right.
Their unit, Green Acres, which we've worked with to help raise money, they were struggling. So if the politicians had done their job properly, I wouldn't have to go out as a hard-working man myself after working a 9-to-5 job, then go out and train lads 3 times a week for 6 weeks to then get them in a boxing ring. Lads are risking their life, potentially, you know what I mean, in boxing ring to help raise money. Why are we having to do that? We pay our taxes each year, we pay our national insurance each year, we do exactly what they do, we follow the laws, we follow all legislations, but it's a one-way street. They tell us what we can do, but they just completely do whatever they want. They invest our money wrong, the banks have crippled the country. That all knocks on, I'm knocking the mic here with a bit of a cob on, that all knocks on to the governments, you know what I mean? The country's not run. We're all good and well putting our fingers around the world, pointing at all these other countries, saying you're doing that wrong, you're doing that wrong. We need to turn our finger inwards and start pointing at ourselves and saying, you know what?
I think that's why, going back to the start of the point, I think that's why people like Tommy Robinson and Nigel Farage, when they're doing so well in other areas of the country, because they've used the EU as the main point of their argument. And obviously, if you believe that for valid reasons and reasons aren't anything racist or anything like that, if you believe that the country would be better off, then I don't think there is a problem money you think you get pumped back into it?
Very little.
Exactly.
What about you, Nafos? I mean, sure, you have an opinion on this.
Yeah, I'm one of them, mate. You know, I'm dead easy going. I've never voted. I never intend to vote, purely because Jack was saying earlier, if you feel like politicians don't do what you want them to do, you should have a say. But then I think if you don't do what you want them to when you don't have a say, what means they're gonna do what you want them to when you do have a say?
Yeah,
Do you see what I mean?
But then in the next, obviously you've got your stuff for a certain period of time, but then the next election, you vote for somebody else. You don't look, oh, this fella's an idiot. He's not done X, Y, and Z. Or I'm going to vote for him again, and then sit there and go,
Well, why hasn't he done X, Y, and Z? I do see your point. However, I just think, well, why should I waste my time voting for someone that isn't going to do what I want anyway? Do you see where I'm coming from? And as for what Sconnor was saying before about the finger pointing, we're quick to point the finger at other countries, telling them what they're doing wrong. But we're the first country to help every other country before we help ourselves, and that's where the problem lies for me.
Okay, we'll move on from politics to a bit of sport now. We forgot to mention last week, Everton under 23s did the under 23 double this season, so congratulations to David Unsworth and the team there.
I'm sure it was the first time that
I think
It's the
how long it's
under this new
It
format,
was the first time under the Premier League 2 format
so it's
that any.
Yeah, but the under 23 format I think only started about 3 or 4 years ago, so
that any side has won back-to-back Premier Leagues at that level.
no, we were 2 and 3 years. We won.
Sorry,
but then we're the first team to do the double.
Yeah, sorry. And then of course Liverpool's youth team won
The under 19s won the Youth Cup,
Youth Cup against Manchester City.
which is quite an achievement to consider City by everyone. I think every main Scouse boxer and Merseyside boxer decided today was the day to announce all people announce their next fight today. In short.
I've had a nightmare of a day, haven't I, mate?
You've worked for your living today, haven't you?
Wow's it? Right, so I get up at 9 o'clock this morning, a little bit earlier actually. I did myself a bit of a disservice, I've been up since 6.
Because we finished at 8:30, so.
Sorry. Anyway.
Get a full day. I got up, I had a coffee, went for the piss. So go on, after you've done all that, first news of the day.
Gets to the desk this morning and I thought I'll have a nice easy day here. Then
Like every other day.
I'm flicking through social media, sees that Rocky Fielding's announced his return for July the 12th at the Olympia. I love the Olympia. They got MTK going back there, July the 12th, exclusively live on IFL, free to air.
Oh, look at you with the plug there. You're going to be commentating?
No, I wish it was. Free to air in the UK, ESPN Plus in the States. So all that there'll be eyes on local lads overseas, which can only be a good thing, of course. And then 20 minutes later, it was revealed that Martin Murray will also come back on the same bill.
Okay.
And then, about an hour after that, we got the worst kept secret of boxing in the past 3 months finally confirmed that Callum Smith will travel to the States next week on the Anthony Joshua undercard and defend his WBC Diamond, WBA Super and Ring Magazine World Super Middleweight titles against Hassan Ndan on June the 1st.
Is this a takeover fight for Mondo, or is this not an easy fight?
It's a routine first defence, given that he's been by the time he gets in the ring next week, he will have been out for 9 months.
Yeah, so it was like last year.
So it was September last year. So it's a routine-ish first defence against a former world champion in Ndan who beat Martin Murray, as it happens, last December in Manchester.
Where do you guys both stand on. I think now there's too many belts, especially amongst the organisations. All right, I get it. Organisations have got their own belts, but then you've got diamond belt, you've got super belt, you've got this belt. You know, you'd had custom championships made like the Cinco de Mayo belt and.
As not really a big boxing fan, or what I should say, it's confusing.
Yeah.
There's so many people. I think John explained it to me once before, and he was saying that there's different rankings of the same boxers within different organisations, and it's
like a one-off fight fan. So it's going to be. Hey, we have a musician walked in. Good evening. Everybody all right, mate?
Yes.
Foz, how do you respond to that? You know, obviously Jack's that casual a fan. He'll probably only watch a world heavyweight title match or a Scouse.
I wouldn't even stay up. Like if there's a fight going on at like 4 or 5 in the morning, I'd rather go to bed.
Yeah.
I would wake up late. I'd just not be bothered. But the last fight I watched, I was in Scotland and we watched Amir Khan.
We're talking about too many belts in boxing now.
Right, okay. What's that many boxing fights?
It was about 3-4 months ago. Anyway, I watched the boxing fight and because it was on at 10:30.
I feel really bad here because Paul Jacko, we've dumped him with politics and boxing so far. We give him like 2 sentences of footy. Don't worry, dude. We'll make an all-rounder out of you, my mate.
I will respond to that by saying one thing. I understand your confusion. However, I don't know what's just happened there. But I'll respond to it by saying this. It's all about the Benjamins. It's all about the money.
Isn't everything else?
Can I know it's
Yeah, switch away.
It's still fighting. I was showing on YouTube yesterday on a bare knuckle boxing. Bare knuckle boxing.
Paulie Malignaggi and Artem Lobov by any chance?
When you spat at him?
No, he was a Scottish guy. This was recent, I think.
Right.
And it was brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah.
And we just standing there taking it.
Is it something you do?
Nah.
See how long it took us to get him on a podcast?
Don't forget Foz is 1-0, remember? 2-0. When we beat Daddy twice. Everyone?
No.
I say everyone's beat Daddy then, but...
Well, Derry Matthews told me once I can take a body shot. I said Luke Campbell tells me differently.
Did you catch a fish once and it was that big?
Well, listen. Derry's not Derry's always been susceptible around the midsection, shall we say.
Ooh, shots fired.
Rematch.
House of Scouse presents.
Here we go back into the boxing industry.
Yeah. I don't know, he's got the back end of the bones anyway, so he's halfway there, isn't he?
This is like a Teddy Funk retirement, or retire for about 6 minutes. Foz, your views on, I mean, we were talking, obviously, Callum, Martin Murray and Rocky have all announced fights today.
It's not Foz you want to be speaking to, it's Scott, he's just brought back in. You didn't, he said Foz anyway.
Well, live, so thank you very much. So, Scott, you're a big boxing fan, as we know.
I'd like to think.
Well, you're not a big boxing fan. You've always been in and around the boxing ring in one way or another down the years. What's your view? Too many belts in boxing?
I think yeah, and I think no. I think it's a two-pronged answer really. You can look at it and argue and say yes it is because obviously there's potentially 5 heavyweight world champions. How can you be the heavyweight champion of the world but there's 4 others who are heavyweight champions of the world? So who is the actual heavyweight champion of the world? One. However, you can flip it the other way around and it sort of waters it down, but it gives other people an opportunity to challenge for world titles. Now, we know boxing as a sport is quite political as it is. Imagine there being 1 belt in each division.
Yeah.
They control it. They control who is champion.
Yeah. totally
But
agree.
now you're dealing with different boxing organisations, different ones, you have like rehydration clauses in one, you have, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So there's
yeah, yeah.
different organisations tending to form their own rules and so to speak. So
Why are there so many organisations?
Over the
Apart
past-
from
It is, it is politics.
Apart from like,
It's politics.
Wasn't the WBC formed by a Mexican just to make sure Mexicans had world champions?
It was indeed, but however, I think we see it with various different governing bodies. Like promoters will align themselves with a certain governing body. Sorry, not a governing body, a sanctioning body. You'll have promoters aligning themselves with sanctioning bodies. You'll have fighters who will align themselves to certain sanctioning bodies because they are favoured by whoever it may be within that sanctioning body. So I don't know, like Eddie Hearn's got a good relationship with Maurizio Sullivan at the WBC. Frank Warren, well, they call the WBO the Warren Boxing Organisation because he has the WBO practically in his pocket. And that's an example of how certain influential figures within the sport can sort of pull, they have the pull when it comes to.
I probably annoy a lot of people now what I say, but it just sounds like wrestling actually punching each other.
Yeah.
Like,
It is, yeah.
like in the background, it's legit like I'm Vince McMahon, I'll have all these fucking
Yeah,
people.
It's like the old territory days of the wrestling. It is exactly like that, where you had, you know, Mid-South and Florida Championship, and that's exactly what it's like. But instead of it all being in America, it's all worldwide. So yeah, that's probably the best analogy. For people who aren't boxing savvy, but maybe wrestling savvy, it is like the old territory days.
and we couldn't go up with a podcast about anti-investment.
Hey mate, that's going to happen every single week, so let's not
It happens every single
why-
day, never mind every single week.
That's why he's got them G shorts on, he's gonna see them today, isn't he?
They're horrendous those, by the way.
Do you know what, I really do not care.
And for those at home on the camera, show them your legs. Come on, show them your legs.
No, we want viewers, we don't want to lose them. Look, I'm not being funny, I've never been asked about fashion. Like, I couldn't care less.
Really?
Right, am I nice and cool? I feel nice and cool. It's a nice warm day, my legs are out in the show, they're getting a bit of sun, I couldn't give a flying.
But
Anyway, let's let Jack
Well,
go on so
you can't, let's have it right though, you can't take a pair of scissors.
I'm talking about the shorts.
You definitely can't take a pair of scissors to a pair of jeans and expect to look okay.
You see how bothered this face looks, because it's not.
I know it's not.
It's not at all.
I know it's not, but
Dude,
you look horrendous.
dude, you're wearing Under Armour. I was wearing that before you were knitting your daddy's kecks, lad.
Sounds.
Maybe moving off the shorts.
Next subject.
Dude, I couldn't care less about fashion. Let's move on, because poor Jack, we've dumped him with politics, we've dumped him with boxing.
Let's throw one out there that I've got down here and I've been
Will it make
dying.
Jack feel better?
Nah, go ahead.
Everyone's got a view on it.
Has Paddy got
Right.
anything on this as well? We'll get you on a microphone in a minute, buddy.
Right, okay, so my question is, do people cook anymore?
No.
Ooh.
No.
Why? Why don't you cook?
Do you know why? Because there's a boom for going out. There's a boom for eating out.
Yeah, I know that, but people are eating in. Eating out, eating in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are now bringing restaurant food on the back of a BMX. To
Yeah.
your house, you can be sat on your couch in your undies watching whatever you want to watch. And then some kid will turn up with a Mills and Carter steak for you, you know what I mean? Deliver who I think it is.
Yeah.
You know, obviously there's other services out there, don't complain, but I say,
Are we looking for delivery sponsorship here?
I'm a trained, by my own trained standards, but I can cook really well and I enjoy cooking. But as I said, I know it's just seeing madness, the amount of kids riding around my area on bikes all over the place with these big massive blue boxes on the back.
Yeah.
And I just think, does anyone cook anymore?
Not every time I go around to me off fellas, he cooks. He's never one for.
Have you ever cooked?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Beans on toast.
Toast doesn't count
No.
for hot noodles.
Hot noodle on toast.
no, I have. I've done like obviously the easy stuff. I'm not saying I'm like mashing together much and starting to something in the kitchen or anything, but like I've cooked like with Jamie Nan's the other day, cooked their steak. Simple, like that sort of stuff. Doesn't take too long. Tastes good. But then, like, I don't cook.
The people
I will be cooked for.
But you watch.
Yeah, I'm the same.
But I don't cook.
Don't cook, but you just watch it like stuff like MasterChef and stuff like that, and you see all the pretentious stuff they come out with.
Great British Bake Off is one of the best shows. Just throwing that out there.
Come down with me. Who's having a shout to come down with me?
No.
Is that the one where at the end of one of the episodes?
I just think it's
national
one.
It was,
yeah.
yeah, correct. Why didn't I win?
No, I mean, you sit and watch MasterChef, and I mean, I always enjoy watching the one with the professionals.
I like that. Is that where you make? Is that where someone makes like a Range Rover or something like that? I like biscuits. And
Great
a
pictures
melted
they
sugar.
show.
I'm thinking.
But I mean, the one when MasterChef, and it's always the professionals, and they'll be like, they have like this quick challenge. It'll be right. We need you to bone this partridge within 3 minutes. And they're looking at it and they're like,
3 minutes.
they're like
The best 3 minutes of its life.
They're looking at it and Greg Wallace is like, what is it? And you're like, I've never been trained to do this before. And it's like, you're the professional chef. Sure, you know, where were you trained? And it's like, all right, you like make these spuds into chips. And it's like, I've never got taught how to do that.
But when I was a kid, I tell this story to anyone when we talk about how bad it was in my school when we were younger. Year 7, you do what's called food technology. Goes in.
I made the pizza just covered in sweet corn.
That sounds great. I love that still. I made, waiting for it, a butty. I made a butty in my first cooking class. The second cooking class.
What was on the butty?
I think it was like a 3-tier one. It was that horrible.
So
I would take them week after week. I was
you made the club sandwich.
Yeah, it wasn't nice anyway. I didn't eat it. My dad didn't want it. My dad didn't want it. But the week later, I had to take a cooking apple in a microwave.
It wasn't as good as the Hilton Club sandwich though, was it?
Sausage tastes better when it's free, doesn't it?
Always tastes better when it's free.
And to this day, I am. Listen, I will put it out there right now, and I'll challenge anyone who's listening. I am the world champion butty maker from Bootle. Come at me.
The world champion butty making.
Come at me. Listen, I'm going to add another title into the wrestling now. So into the boxing. We've got the WBC, the IBF, and then the Bootle Butty World Champion. BBWC coming to your
the
way.
BBC WC, the Bootle Butty. Was it Chris Butty? He doesn't even remember.
It was 97. That was 21 years ago, 22 years ago.
Wow.
I don't know what to say to you there, Vance.
You're making Chris Butties in school, and I've already
You
created.
still couldn't make that.
Hey, listen, I cut the crust off and everything. Did he do triangles though?
Yeah, the butties always taste better.
Don't be just.
Anyway, but I've seen some weird people who cut it from the, you got your bread long ways, and he cuts it.
Yeah, no, that's wrong.
No, they shouldn't be allowed on the room.
To be honest with you.
Take away their purple bin.
What?
I say give it to John.
I haven't got a purple bin either for what it's
Are
worth.
you Knowsley?
I'm a nosy
Yeah,
one.
I'm Sefton Council, Knowsley Council, so we're mixing up here, aren't we?
I know, we're mixing our bin colours, aren't we? How have we gone from boxes to bin colours? Well, yeah, there you go. That's ScouseCast for you. Poor Paddy Clark sat here waiting in the corner, isn't he? Oh no, I hate when you do this. Right, is there anything coming up on comments or questions there from the people? I'm sorry about doing the close up on my face. Not exactly. Is it bad? Yeah,
It's not
There we go.
bad, it's not very interesting.
It's not great though, is it?
It's actually called up just yeah.
Oh god. Well, here's where we start losing viewers now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put some MasterChef.
I
We'll be making a sandwich.
Not just any sandwich, you're sandwich and toasted. Alright, see, while John's sorting that out and my ugly grid's saying viewers off, what are your two thoughts on people like petitioning stuff they don't like? We've had it this week. You've got the dude from Twilight who's now the new Batman. Let's have a petition.
I think a lot of it, like
Game of Thrones. Let's rewrite the whole series.
It's attention, It's like people being like, it's not legit. People aren't legit, like wanting
It's
games
called.
to be replayed for argument's sake, or stuff like that. It starts as banter, and then just snowballs.
Escalates from it. It's called black outrage. That's what it's called. People want to find something to be offended by all the time.
Is that now?
That's just the world we live in.
Yeah, that was the
That
next
is just,
question I was going
that
to
is
ask you
just the world
guys.
we live in, yeah.
That people just want to find stuff to be.
No one can just be content anymore.
All right, I'm going to throw it out to the pair of you. What if you were to make a ridiculous petition?
What would it be? I don't know. What about yourself?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I've got a friend of mine who lives in Australia, Jason John. He's a very good friend of mine who lives in Sydney now. And I want to start a petition to stop him sending me pictures of huntsman spiders while I'm asleep, because obviously the time delay between Australia and the UK. So I'll wake up to a message off and he'll go, morning, and there'll be a picture of this big ass huntsman spider in a glass that he's caught in his house. So that would be my stupid petition to ban Jason John from Facebook Messenger. I think that was just to stop me seeing spiders that were scared of me. Honestly.
It's on the other side of the world for one.
It did, that's not.
And it's a picture.
Mate, I'm not being funny. The reason I've moved house so many times is when I find a spider in my house, I just burn it to the ground. Not the spider, just the whole house.
One of the lads I used to live with, when there was a spider who came into the, like, anywhere in the house, he'd kill it. And for like the time being, I noticed like a build with dead spiders, like over the whole house. And like one day I was just like what's going on here? And he's like, show me to a woman, not to come in. Just like, yeah, just leaving the bodies just on the floor. He's like, I'll show the other ones. They won't come in this room now.
Right, so for a stupid petition for you, then what would you put? I'm still couldn't think of anything.
I'm racking my brain. Stupid petition.
What about you, Scott?
Not a genuine no idea.
Right. Scott, if you were ever to do one of these type petitions, like rewrite Game of Thrones
Here you go. I've got one. Them people who cut the butties, them plays.
There we go.
That's
the one. 100,000 signatures on that, and it'll all be me doing 100,000 different names.
Yeah, I've got one.
Go on.
I want to ban people that have never had a Domino's.
Whoa, that? Who in this world does not have a Domino's?
Exactly. Listen,
How
right?
did he get to the point
Don't
of
forget,
saying
guys,
that
that other
one?
pizzas are available.
Somebody, and I won't name them, but somebody, and you all will know.
I need names. If I need names, lads.
No, you all know them at some point, right? I'm not naming them.
Daddy.
But no, no, you can't just throw Derry's name. But someone has never had a Domino's. Like, what's that about? Who doesn't have a Domino's?
So he's saying we'll know exactly.
The owner of Pizza Hut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Papa John.
While we're on the subject,
His name's Melly Matthews.
while we're on the subject of Domino's, what's your favourite topping?
Whoa! You've been stocko!
Whoa, you just asked me the Stocko question.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I'm after your Domino's pizzas, not
Chicken,
what.
sweet corn and mushrooms.
That's just straight in there like that.
Every time.
Pepperoni and tandoori chicken with a barbecue base. I've even got like that, all you know, where you ID yourself. Yeah. I've
No
done that.
mamushka rice or Swahili waving people or nothing like that. Just give me straightforward.
Paddy, what's yours? See, you're getting the Stocko question now.
The pizza,
Yeah.
barbecue base, extra cheese, pepperoni, Italian sausage, ham, bacon, and then a bit of onion.
Yes.
I like it.
That's a pizza.
That's a proper pizza.
That's a proper one.
So
I'll-
does this mean that
What?
I'm a barbecue base man from Domino's, right? And I just get the meat feast with extra jalapenos, extra gherkins, and extra red onion.
Certified Denny Matthews.
No.
Daddy's gonna hate us.
But
Just was.
while we're on the subject of food, and Jack mentioned steak before, how do you have your steak?
It's only one way.
It's a make or break for me. This like
Well done.
Bloody as hell.
Oh.
No, medium rare. I was hoping to get the answer that means father just walk off the show.
What's the wrong answer?
Medium
This
rare.
was?
the wrong answer is well done. Do you know why?
Why is that?
Because if you cook your steak for too long, it's no longer steak. It might as well be chicken.
Why? Yeah, but I
Might as well be chicken.
don't want my beef doing sit-ups on my plate.
Listen,
You know what I mean? I don't want it doing the worm across my plate, just lie there, mate, and then you cut it open.
You're talking about me with the wrestling references?
I'm 20 seconds each side.
It is what no, no. Right, so you like yours blue pretty much?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay. Right, we're gonna stop chatting for a bit. We're gonna have a little bit of live music. In the studio we've got Paddy Clark with us this evening. Hello.
Okay.
Now apparently we've set up a little bit of a challenge for our musicians for the remainder of this series and what we're going to do. Scott, do you want to explain it, because you
So-
came up with the concept?
So basically, I'm a massive fan of people covering other people's music, so I like to see people's interpretation. So, what we've done here is we've created what's called... That's already on now. We've created a sort of Scouse version of the live lounge. So each act, we've asked every time they come in, they'll do two of their own tunes, and then they'll do one song, which is obviously a Scouse cover. So it's quite a big era of music. You can go all the way as far back as the Beatles and Cilla Black, or they can come as forward as Cast. There's loads there. Cast is a big familiar one of mine, but as I say, we're going to ask everyone each week to come in, and the idea is at the end of this we want to try and get a compilation of songs done, and if possible release it as a charity single towards the Christmas period to try and raise money. So obviously the Florida have been really good to us, we'll obviously try and help them, but going back to what the question is, cover music from Liverpool, there's no better person to bring it on first. From the Fancy Rats, from the Pierhead Village, that's how we first met Paddy. Paddy come down and performed with us, and I remember him finishing his performance, and I've never listened to a better performer who was so well spoken beforehand. And I said to him, he reminded me, I don't know if you've ever watched Nowhere Boy with John Lennon in.
Yeah.
It reminded me the way you carried yourself and that, and I'll always say to you, like the new version of John Lennon, it stuck with me, and that's why you're on my top list on it. You're quite funny. I think you were hungover, weren't you, Paddy, when you come last time? So I think he was burping tunes at one point, but as I say, that performance out of all that we listened to that year, that was my standout performance of last year. So I know everyone I know is going to love him.
Yeah,
I know the guys in here are going to love him. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring up to you here the great singer. This is Paddy Clark.
Yeah, am I good to go?
You're live.
I can't strike
Let's go.
So, do you want me to say it then?
Say whatever you want, I make you live.
Hi, I'm Paddy Clark and I'm boss. You are like a ray of sunlight, and I'm a photosynthetic plant that won't convert you into food. 'Cause I'm still in love with you, and I'm slightly anorexic too. And you are like a steady heartbeat, but I know I'm just tachycardic. And you've got a stupid smile, weird looking eyes, but without you I might die. And I wish you'd been more like lithium to stop me going off the rails again. But you're just a stupid human, it's pretty goddamn useless to me. And I hate it here in this brain inside this body. Gonna dump a nociception from my line and I won't feel anything. I like my Novocaine like lipo textured pornography, 'cause I don't wanna feel a thing. Oh, I hate this century that I'm in. It's only sex and drugs and LPDs. Oh, I hate this like a really bad rash that I got from a one-star brothel, cause I don't read the Yelp reviews, and I kinda get in trouble when I drink too much, I guess. And you were like a case of scurvy, cause I was the one lacking vitamin C, and when we were going out, you'd lower my red blood count so low. And now I'm sorry for my brain, I don't deserve you, so I'm paying my dues in ever more horrible scenarios to cope with being here without you. And I think I found my brain again, just south of heaven, lying on the train tracks, refreshing my Instagram feed. I see a new boyfriend. Yeah, he looks pretty sweet. He's got a way better body than me, and I bet he takes you to Disneyland, and I bet he takes care of his teeth and eats kale for his tea and blends little green vegetables in one of those NutriBuds you get off the JML channel, because they make you live longer and they mean you don't have a heart attack every night in your sleep and snore so much that they wake you up and have night terrors so bad that I just want to die every time I wake up in the morning. I hate it here, in this brain, inside this body. Gonna dump my nerve steps in formaldehyde and then I won't feel anything. My brain switched dopamine for lipo texture pornography, cause I don't wanna feel a thing. Oh, I hate this century that I'm in. It's only sex and drugs and LEDs. Oh, I don't wanna feel a thing these days. It's only sex and drugs and LEDs. Right, we'll just keep going.
Well, yeah, it's your time, my friend.
Belter. That was a song definitely not about your ex-girlfriend. So, there we go. Alright. I'll do a song that's about toxic masculinity and being really depressed because Jeff Goldblum's going to die. Jeff Goldblum's kind of cool. This is weird, I came straight from work, so I'm normally wearing a lot more makeup than this, and sometimes a wedding dress, and it kind of makes a bit more sense. Well, though, 'cause it's radio, I'm not going to be like you're not going to see me, and I was like, oh wait, then there's the things. But I didn't have time to do my makeup on the train, and I was getting off the buns because I am not doing this in the... got in trouble for that. Right. I always saw myself more Sophie Loren than John Wayne. What a fool. Don't say that word, folks. What a flippin' bummer. If only I had her bone structure. I wanna see constellations ignite, but the light pollution's too high. What a flippin' bummer. I wouldn't normally be saying flippin'. So I went to a club, that's where I saw her. I beat you to death with a sock filled with midget gems, cause that's just how I say I think I love you. And my dentist always said those things will kill you. My therapist says I'm doing better these days, but I'm drinking more than ever these days. Took off my 40 mg sunglasses, now the sky is bright. And the sun is shining, but it's far too bright, and I really don't like it. So everybody says to me, stop crying. You could be on fire, and you're not, so why not cheer the hell up about it? Stop crying. You could be on fire, and you're not, so why not cheer the hell up about it? Stop crying. You could be on fire, and you're not, so why not John Wayne up about it? You're a man now, so butch up and look at the sun. God, here's another one about being flippant. Again, not flippant. Miserable. Why is this kid such a flippant bummer? Oh, I never used to be such a bummer. But I get sad when I see things I don't like when I realised Jeff Goldblum's going to die. What kind of world had let a guy like Jeff Goldblum die? And Patrick Stewart's going to die. I really like him. And Kate Bush is going to die. You probably see where this is going, so just keep putting in people you like. John Hurt's going to die. Oh, except he's already dead. The world sucks. And all my loved ones are going to die. Wow, hey, that's a bummer. Cause I really don't want them to die. I think this one could be the saddest of mine. But all the chords are major. God damn it, why is this such a bummer? Took off my Annie dress and sunglasses, now the sky is bright. And the sun is shining, but it's far too bright, and I really don't like it. But I smile and say Jeff Goldblum's probably gonna be alright, I guess. Stop crying, you could be on fire. And you're not, so why not cheer up about it? Stop crying, you could be on fire. And you're not, so why not pour a bucket of sand on your head or something? Stop crying, you could be on fire. And you're not, so why not shut the hell up about it? You're a man now, so watch up and look at the sun. That's a weird song. You can get that on YouTube, where we made a video for it for the grand total of £10. It's a lot better than you're thinking, and I basically ripped off Bob Dylan with the signs and that, but you know, it's good. There's some bubble machines in it, but then we had to edit them out because we got done for copyright. We got done by Bubbles. That never happened. Don't sue us, Bubbles, again. Also, my ongoing court case with Madonna about stealing the rats at Eurovision, that is still happening. People are worried. This is my cover. Should I say what it is?
Yeah.
I was going to do the Zootons, but I can't remember the words. So this is a song by the Wombats. It's called Techno Fan. And the cap is in the wrong place. No, it isn't. East London's not a bomb site. It is a treasure chest. We use our penguin costumes more than our evening dress. She said I should come over, though the music's not my type. It still seems I'd chop a limb off just to have a good time. Shut up and move with me, oh, get out of my face. I didn't queue for an hour to leave straight away. Shut up and stay with me, oh, let go of my hand. The lasers fill our minds with empty plans. I never knew I was a techno fan. I never knew I was a techno fan. This is not a weird weekend, it's an angry wormhole. I'm talking like a city boy, drinking with a northern soul. She said I should come over, though it's carnage at times. It still seems I'd chop a limb off just to have a good time. Shut up and move with me, oh, get out of my face. I didn't spend 20 sheets to not cut a shape. Shut up and stay with me, oh, let go of my hand. The lasers fill our minds with empty plans. I never knew I was a techno. We are the 1980s. We are the Detroit Lights, and I never wanna see this stop. I'm in debt to you, but don't feed me plants food. Shut up and stay with me, oh, let go of my hand. I didn't queue for an hour to leave straight away. Shut up and move with me, oh, get out of my face. I didn't spend 20 sheets to not cut a shape. I never knew I was a techno fan. I never knew I was a techno fan. I never knew I was a techno fan. If you're like me on Facebook and things, because that apparently equates to worth in today's society, please, I will literally starve, you know.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Paddy Clark with his own unique brand of music. We're going to... I don't know how else to put it. Okay. I've stopped that video. Right, we're just going to get everything set up because we've got our other guest in the studio, Mr. Paul Bentley, with his bodyguard. Didn't realise that's how it worked.
Call it what you want me to.
Listen, I've got a live microphone like that.
Regarding the bodyweight.
If you don't know who Paul Bentley is and you haven't been watching his videos on Facebook, I don't know where you've been lately because the guy's funny as hell.
House of Scouse.
House of Scouse.
House of Scouse Television.
House of Scouse Television.